They stepped through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway. Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway. They took hold and shook, but it refused to move. Nearby was a pair of elevators. It took only a few button presses to determine that the elevators would not respond to their efforts. They could only assume that the elevators were not powered. There was only one door left. Well, looks like we don't have any choice. Yeah. Sure does. Well then, let's open it. Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. He entered, slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly. Oh, so it's a kitchen? Santa did not look pleased. What were you expecting? Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here. You really think it'd be that easy? Yeah, I know, still. As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Until, at last, she stood in front of a door. If we can just get through this door, we should be able to come out on the other side of that. Great, we saw earlier. But don't we need a key for that? I'm sorry, I guess it wasn't very constructive. Neither Junpei nor Lotus looked terribly happy. Junpei dug the ship map out of his pocket and spread it out in front of it. As he did... Hey! What's that? Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of B-Deck. Before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away from him. She ran her finger across it, muttering to herself. I knew it. See? Look. Junpei did as he was told. Santa and June moved closer to look at the map as well. See? If we came in here, if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate. With her finger, Lotus traced the path on the map. She was right. Satisfied that she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei. He took it and slid the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket. There's a card reader on the right side of the door. Then that means the key card is somewhere in here, right? That seems most likely. Alright, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues. Okay. Seek a way out. Well, fucking fantastic. Welcome to the kitchen. What's this? That's the exit. A big old iron plate over the door. I don't think we can open it. Okay, ladle? It's kind of far away, I can't really tell, but is that a ladle? I don't really think a ladle is going to be very useful. You could beat people with it. What's this? A voucher. It says, appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Am I going to need that? Where's my pen? I haven't got a pen. I've got a pencil though. And an envelope. Awesome. Envelopes. Great for people who don't have shit. A voucher. It says appetizer 9. Meat dish 10. Soup A. And seafood dish F. There we go. Wonderful sauce. Let's continue to look around. What's this? Huh? It looks like you can enter numbers into this thing. Is it an oven timer? It's probably for entering a passcode. After all, the oven door is locked. My guess is that it will open if we put in the correct code. I have no idea what the code is, so... Let's get it. Is there something in these pots? What we've got here is a pot and a frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Well, I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of idiot are you? You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead. Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? There are some bottles of seasoning here. They must be really fucking old seasoning. What's this? This is the door we came in through. It's not locked, so we could go back out, but what's the point, right? All that's out there is an iron gate and a dead-end hallway. Yep. Might as well be locked for all the good it's going to do. Going out there would do. Okay, rolling pin. No, bins. A trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than it being full of rotten food, I suppose. Man's got a point. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Hey, Santa, digging through the trash really suits you? Hey, what the hell did you say? Listen, lady, I did you a favour. I know you just piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my. I don't recall asking you to do anything. I ought to throttle you. Excuse me? Does it feel colder in here? Hello, plates. A sink. It's still got water in it. There's a couple of plates in there, but I don't think they're going to help us much. Well, they might. A sink with water in it. There's a couple of plates in the water. Take the fucking plates! Whetstone. Okay. I mean, there wouldn't be water in there unless there was something to... Oh, a countertop. There's a rolling pin and a colander here. Nothing useful. How the fuck do you know? Oh, this table is for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Yes, I was going for the pots. Alright, so... So far we have... Ooh! Wow. This pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Has such a day ever happened for me? Jumping? Nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. There's a note. It's got a bunch of stuff written on it, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. Okay. Cheese! There are a number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is Gouda cheese, the most famous Dutch cheese. If you cut it open, if you don't cut open upon the casing, it usually won't go bad. So you can store it at a room temperature for quite a while. So we can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. I guess it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. I thought so, it looks like a 0. Then again, I thought it could have been just graphics. I don't know. Right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? Alright, guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind June. Oh, he's talking to the cheese. What? There's a green bottle back there. I was talking about the number on the thing. Look, looks like a 02 bottle of oil. Alright, so it really isn't a number. Okay. Is that everything? I should imagine so. Oh, hello. There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans. It's probably a pantry. I have a pantry. It's quite cool. Cans. We're not in the second row though. What's in the wooden box? A knife. A rusty knife. I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this. The knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't going to be much use the way it was. It's futile. Futile? You know, a waste. Useless. Pointless. Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up? Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility. She wasn't making much sense. Junpei tried rephrasing his question. Why were you thinking about futility? At last, she answered. Well, it has something to do with the Titanic. The Titanic? Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. What is it? In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility. It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robinson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats, even the location of the accident itself and the cause, and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. It's almost as if he'd seen the whole thing would happen. But this book is written 14 years before the Titanic sank. That's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote two stories that have striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. One, two ships collided, and many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank. I don't know, I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day. Or even other ships. Right. I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing? What? Automatic writing? Is that the thing where you let your brain just stop and your hand just write? I've always been meaning to try that, but there is a thing where you can look at how to do it, but I never got around to it. Wait, are you talking about that thing where someone says they're possessed by a spirit? And then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing? Yes. What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull! But Jumpy, you said you believe in curses. Come on, that's totally different. Okay, so let's say, hypothetically, automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by spirits of dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff? That's not it. What's not it? Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing. Huh? What are you smoking? William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes, 20 years before it happened. He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd. If he tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad. Junpei smiled uncomfortably. Well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay? But... Her voice trailed off and she glanced at the floor, troubled. Junpei tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around to pick up the knife from the box. Let's see if we can combine this fucker with the whetstone. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. Where'd all the rust go? Could I combine it with oil? Nope, okay, that was a long shot. Can we cut some cheese? There's cheese on this shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on this shelf. Sweet. There's cheese on this shelf. Sweet. I just want to cut some cheese. Why do you deny me the cutting of cheese? It is important I cut cheese. They say if you hold it in, it's bad. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel? Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. Oh, go on, open it. That'd be fucking hilarious. Okay. Can I go down that way? I want to go over there. Alright, that's the thing where the thing is, so turn around. Tell you petition, there's nothing anything here. Alright, now I should be around the other side, right? Oh, hello. This bolt is rusted in place. It won't budge. Of course! Maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey! Just a little bit of oil and... Come on! Come on, you little son of a bitch! Whoa. Haha! Yes! Caught you, you little bastard! You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. I just happened to have that highlighted, but okay. Let's go in. Fuck a duck. As Junpei walked into the room, a blast of cold air washed over him. Most instinctively, he folded his arms across his chest, doing what he could do to conserve body heat. Ugh, it's cold in here. What is this place? Are you blind? It's a freezer. Santa's teeth had already begun to chatter. Hardly surprising. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was in an even worse situation. No way! That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you. And with that, she ran out of the room. Do you want to go with her, Santa? As Lotus left, June came in. Whoa! It's really cold in here. White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver. Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little while ago. You should stay outside, we got this. No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now. But Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth when the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang out from behind them. In unison, they spun around to find out the door they'd only recently come through was closed. Fucking hell, Lotus! Junpei rushed to the door. Desperately, he grabbed hold of the doorknob. Ow! It was cold. Beyond cold. Merely touching it was painful. The doorknob had frozen solid. They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured. Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen instantly. Santa shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door. Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door! She wasted no time in responding. What do you want? What's going on? The door won't open. Try opening it from that side. Please? Oh, fine. You say so. Hold on. Soon they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. Gah. Gah. And the grunting ceased, and they could hear light panting, as if from exertion. It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there, you figure it out. God damn it. Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. June was hugging herself and was shivering violently. Even Junpei, with the heaviest clothes of any of them, was clearly feeling the cold. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies. Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents. Two heads up, but better than one. None. I'm sure we'll find something out. Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay? Right. They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Meat. Dry ice. Dry ice? Can't you make that stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Explode? Yeah, didn't you do that in school? You should never underestimate the power of expanding gas. Fair enough. Junpei picked up the dry ice with his sleeves so as to avoid burning himself. Dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide, right? Yeah, it is. I wonder how warm it'd have to get for it to turn back into gas again. Hell if I know. How's that going to help us anyway? Oh, well, I figured we might as well be able to use it to get out of here. They're about to move on when June spoke up. Carbon dioxide's sublimation point is minus 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, it'll turn into gas. Any lower, it'll become a solid. Junpei looked at her, dumbfounded. How do you know that? Despite my looks, I'm the queen of random knowledge. Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold, your mouth's going numb? Yes. That's why. You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you? June giggled and did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was still feeling good enough to joke around, Junpei told himself. Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first. Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seemed unaffected. Junpei, however, was not in the mood to discuss science. Oh, fuck.